playing hardball with Sussexes. Charles removes Harry kids from royal succession line forever. 3 weeks on from King Charles III's accession to the throne, and a decision has not yet been made about the titles he will give Harry and Meghan's children. In usual circumstances, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's children, Archie, 3, and Lilibet, 1, would automatically become Prince and Princess under the 1917 George V. letters patent. But there is still doubt and confusion over whether the new monarch will follow the precedent and grant the two youngsters with the senior royal titles. Earlier this week, royal expert Roy Anikar said, Harry and his father had a brief discussion in the days after the Queen's death, when the King asked if it was something Harry wanted for his children. Harry is understood to have expressed his desire to let his children decide when they are older, and to have emphasized that would only be possible if they were allowed to retain their titles now. The conversation is understood to have ended unresolved, and to have left the Sussexes dismayed. Meanwhile, in his first national address as sovereign, Charles announced that he was immediately making his eldest son, William, the Prince of Wales. But royal commentator Danielle Elsa said the king is playing hardball when it comes to the Sussex youngsters' titles. The royal website was updated within days of the Queen's passing to reflect the Prince and Princess of Wales, and their children's new appellations. For Harry and Meghan's two children, however, there has been no such change. Ms. Elsa said, that omission has only added fuel to speculation that Charles might decide to update the letters patent and might step in to prevent them becoming a prince and princess after all. It comes after Harry and Meghan were digitally demoted on the royal website. Ms. Elsa said, for years, the page on the royal website that details key members has remained largely unchanged, until now. Previously, Harry and Meghan, along with Prince Andrew, were positioned midway, underneath the remaining senior working members of the royal family, but before the various elderly cousins of Queen Elizabeth who still open an occasional plaque. King Charles could rectify the two youngsters' names any time he wants, as there's no hold-up over arcane rules or red tape, the royal expert added. She said, if the king wanted to settle this and to immediately quell the growing noise around the title question, all he would have to do is dictate a quick statement in between receiving the ambassador from Albania and arranging for his prized begonias to be shipped to Buckingham Palace. What a rotten few weeks it's been for Prince Harry. First, there was his desperate attempt to be at his grandmother's bedside before she died, after wasting precious time trying to get Meghan on the plane to Balmoral. Then there was the way he learned of her death from his father, who had been trying urgently to contact him, just 5 minutes before it was announced to the world. Whatever his faults, no one can deny that Harry was a loving and much-loved grandchild. After that, we saw him frantically trying to delay the publication of his warts-and-all book about the supposedly horrid and racist royal family, perhaps fearing it may reflect badly on him and Meghan. Now comes the bombshell revelation that the Sussexes are trying to postpone the December release of their multi-million-pound Netflix docuseries until next year. The show, which allegedly contains jibes against his father, now the king, of course, his stepmother Camilla and his alienated brother and sister-in-law. The point is that such attacks, as well as any indiscretions about the royal family, could well damage the Sussex brand, coming so soon after the death of the Queen, even in far-away America, where their true currency lies. And yet, sadly for this embittered couple in their $14 million Montecito mansion, their value relies on them continuing to make such attacks. What are Harry and Meghan worth if they're not being hateful about the royals? Would Netflix be paying them $100 million to be nice about Charles, Camilla, William, and Kate, and to tell us piously that they care about the world? The Queen's death means that, for now at least, their golden US goose is well and truly cooked. They can no longer just cash in by telling their truth about the beastly royals.